So most of us know that retention is the number one critical metric to focus on to ensure that you're getting consistent and compounding growth in your startup. But most founders don't really understand what drives retention or how to impact it. So I'm going to give you the top 3 most important factors to help you battle your churn and improve your retention. I'm Eric Weiss, SaaS executive coach and founder of the Chaos to Clarity Accelerator. So let's jump right in. So reason number 1 is that we don't really understand our churn or our retention to begin with. So with my clients that I work with, whenever they're having a churn problem, I always ask them like, okay, why are your customers leaving you? And they usually give me these very simple answers that came from a survey. That's something like, it was missing some features, it didn't perform well, or maybe, it cost too much, or I found a competitor that I liked more. But there's nothing actionable there. There's nothing we can do with that information. So what I like to recommend to my clients is put up a bit of an obstacle when somebody's trying to cancel their subscription. That is, okay, we're sorry to see you go, but before you do, please fill out this survey, right? And you ask them a layer deeper. Okay, you ask them those questions. Why are you leaving us today? And based on their answer, you ask a follow-up. So you can do this really easily in type form or the like, having a branching survey to say, all right, well, if you're leaving because it's missing features, well, tell me what features you're missing. If you're leaving because you think it's too expensive, like, well, why do you think the value isn't there? Where's the missing value? If they're saying that it isn't performing well, okay, let's be specific, right? We should have, with every single customer that we lose, there should be an actionable takeaway, all right? And on the flip side, do we know why our customers retain? Do we understand why our customers that stay with us really love us? And again, we need to ensure that we're interviewing them. So we have what I call an exit interview and a stay interview, kind of like we might do with some of our employees. But let's reach out and talk to our customers that have been with us a while, the customers that give us a good rating or give us some positive feedback on social media. What is it that you love about this? What are the things that are the most important to you? Not just with the solution that exists today, but what can we do in the future to keep those same principles, whether it's speed or simplicity or elegant design, right? We can take those lessons learned from our best customers today and continue to fit our solutions to it in the future. All right. So that's number 1, is really get deep into the feedback and understand exactly why your customers are staying and why they're going. So then we can really take action. The second most important factor that drives retention is customer support. And this is where way too many companies fail when they reach a certain level of growth, is they lose that white glove service, right? We outsource our customer success to some call center in some far reaches of the earth. And they don't understand the product. They don't understand the customer, and they just go off of a script. Well, your customers are not going to be successful if that's the kind of support that they get in their time of need. And so I'm a big proponent of investing heavily in and providing, a ton of resources and training to your customer success team, because they are the team that are interfacing with your customers at the time that it matters most. Your customers are engaged. They're trying to solve the problem that they're here for, and they're failing. You are failing them. Your product is failing them in doing whatever it is that they need to do. And now you have the opportunity to bring a human into the mix, right? To help them be successful. And you're failing them by having some, script-driven outsourced third party taking care of this really important and intimate moment where your customers need your help. Now, obviously that's difficult and it's expensive. So it means that not only do we need to have a robust and high quality customer experience within the product, but we also need to have a robust learning and knowledge base, a self-help knowledge base, if you will, so that the easy things are taken care of, right? So that anybody who has a question, they have a really easy way to find an answer to their solution, not just with articles, but with how-to videos and so on and so forth, and a community message board, so that you can really throw your weight behind the problems that are unsolved or where your customers have a really urgent need, right? And you give them the option to escalate so that it's say, hey, step one is check the knowledge base. Step two is, search the community. Step three is we're going to get somebody on the line here, but they are going to be really invested and really knowledgeable in making sure that you're successful. So this is another thing that doesn't scale. But I actually recommend that the executives do a round or do a shift on customer success every once in a while. I did it myself when I was CTO of my last company. And it was incredibly eye-opening, not only to help me understand where my product was failing, but also to really understand to fill in my context about what our customers were doing with our product. So many lessons learned that I actually made it a requirement in my team that everybody on the team do a 4-hour shift in customer support once or twice a year. So that's number 2. So number 3, most important thing to impact churn and drive retention is to ensure that you are evolving with your customers' needs, right? So, when you're a startup, you're kind of a one-trick pony most of the time. And we think about what we're building or this product as we're solving a problem. But as soon as we solve that problem, our customers are going to have the next problem that we have now enabled them or unblocked them to go after. And so we need to think about and map out what is the customer journey before they use our product and then after they use their product, and how can we continue to meet them and evolve with them and grow with them as they go. And so I think what too many startup founders do is they think about growth in terms of expanding our market size and not thinking about growth in terms of the time dimension, right? That how are we going to continue to entrench ourselves within our existing customer base and provide more value and more opportunities to upsell and level them up to higher and higher tiers, right? Which is a much more effective way. It's a long play, right? But rather than trying to, cast a wide net and attack a very broad market in a very shallow way, think about how can we deepen our relationship with our customers and continue to solve problem after problem after problem with them, right? And so that we become an essential part of their lives, and we create that brand loyalty that, again, creates that sustainable and compounding growth, all right? So those are my top 3 tips for battling retention or battling churn and improving retention. And if this is an area that you are struggling with, you've come to the right place. Reach out, connect with me. Let's just hop on a quick chat and see if there's any way that I can help you increase your retention and scale up your company. All right. Have a wonderful day.